Yo, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe. We're going to talk about it. Listen, man, make sure you tap in with Manscaped, too. I got to let y'all know this week about the Black Friday sale and the Cyber Monday sale. Today is Cyber Monday. Make sure you tap in, 25% off. Go ahead and do that. Let's talk about it. Let's let it brew. Let's let it marinate. Share the stream. Do all of that. Share it. Get it out to the proper people that you want to see it. Because we're going to talk about this last drive, and we're going to talk about, just the game in general. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to y'all. Welcome to Lunchtime with the Bullies. This is Lord Brunson back at you with the back at you. And I am the best reporting on the Eagles. Let's really talk about what happened. Disgusted ain't the word, Miss Austin. What's going on, D-Lo? Disgusting ain't the word. The game was disgusting. First of all, let me start with the obvious. This game was not on the coaches. This was a game that was on the players. From top to bottom, the players failed to execute. The players failed to get the job done. I don't think the game plan was bad at all. I think the defense actually played great. But from a personnel standpoint, the players failed the game plan. Point blank, period. Point blank, period. Jalen Hurts was horrendous yesterday. Jalen Hurts was locking on to one receiver. Jalen Hurts used poor clock management on that interception right before the half. Should have threw it away and took the 3 points. Jalen Hurts underthrew tremendously. Tremendously underthrew Jalen Reagor on that deep ball. That was the other interception. I mean, it just wasn't a good day for Jalen Hurts. It wasn't a good day at all for Jalen Hurts. He was trash yesterday. And he'll be the first one to tell you that. So I'm not even debating that at all. I'm not debating that at all. The defense played well, in my opinion, with the exception of the exception of the defensive line. The defensive line played well in run protection, but the defensive line could not harass or pressure or move Daniel Jones off his spot at all. The protection that the Giants gave Daniel Jones was next level. He had time, he had protection, he had all of those things. Jalen Hurts was horrible yesterday, period. He was horrible yesterday. The offense looked different without Jordan Howard toting the rock. It looked different. I don't know what happened with Miles Sanders. I don't know if Miles Sanders was hurt, but somehow he was out of the game in a critical situation. I prefer Boston Scott. He was running harder anyway. But, the fumble by Boston Scott was a letdown. The holding on Herbig were letdowns. It just was a bad offensive performance overall for the offense. Now, listen, with all that being said, we had a chance to win the game. Lamar Jackson threw 4 picks yesterday. Lamar Jackson threw 4 picks yesterday and they won the game. Nobody's talking about the 4 picks he threw because they still won the game. We beat ourselves yesterday. And we're going to sit there and we're going to own that. Everybody want to say, oh, this was a regression game for Jalen Hurts. Oh, this, that, and the third. This wasn't a regression game for Jalen Hurts. If anything, this game was an anomaly. When does Jalen Hurts go out there and turn the ball over like that? It doesn't happen. This is the first time all season Jalen Hurts just blatantly was throwing interceptions. 3 interceptions in the game, first time this season for Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts has not put together back-to-back games where he's thrown 2 or more interceptions. In fact, Jalen Hurts has streaks this season of not throwing an interception at all. You know what I'm saying? He got streaks this season of not doing it. So, I guess he was due for that. He was due for it. He was due for it. You know what I mean? And the only way that I can be mad at this performance is if he goes out there and duplicates it. If he's doing this every week, okay, I got a problem with it. But a young quarterback going out there throwing 3 picks in the game, you know what I mean, and still end up with the ball in your hand for a game-winning drive, I'm not really mad at the 3 picks at all, especially if you go out there and execute. Now, I called this game a trap game. I called this game a trap game, and a lot of people don't really understand the meaning of a trap game. They're saying that this can't be a trap game because the Eagles are bad and the Giants are bad. No division game could be a trap game. Guys just like to disagree for no reason. The definition of a trap game is when one hot team, which was the Philadelphia Eagles, we won 3 out of the last 4, The quarterback had the highest QBR that last month of football up until yesterday. Number 1 rushing attack in the game. We were a hot offensive team going against a team who just been getting beat up on. It's a trap game. It's a trap game. Point blank period, but we're not even going to harp on that, man. We're not even going to harp on that. The game was winnable. The game should have been won. You know what I'm saying? Jalen Hurts on a game-winning drive looked sharp, in my opinion. Got the ball out timely in the flats. Kenneth Gainwell picked up some yak. Was able to get out of bounds and stop the clock. Yeah, he was using his legs. He was doing what he had to do. The 2 touchdown passes that he threw to Jalen Reagor should have been that, touchdown passes. Jalen Reagor drops 2 walk-off catches. Not difficult catches at all. Not difficult catches at all. You could go ahead and spin the narrative however you want to spin it. People are sending me still images of Devontae Smith with his hand up saying that he open. But I'm not mad if you throw to Devontae Smith or Jalen Reagor because they both were open. How are we now getting to the point in Philadelphia sports media and underground Philadelphia media saying that who are we to pick and decide where a quarterback goes with the ball if both options are open? That doesn't make sense to me at all. I'm not mad at him throwing the ball to Jalen Reagor in them situations. I'm not mad at him throwing the ball in Jalen Reagor in them situations. I'm not mad at it. He was open. He should have caught at least one of them. He had not 1 but 2 tries. 2 tries. This is a guy who has caught one-hand passes in practice. This is a guy who can jump. This is a guy who high-pointed the second touchdown throw perfectly. And even if it wasn't a touchdown pass, he would have been on a 1 QB sneak, game over. Hurry up and spike it. QB sneak, game over. I am not going to sit here and blame Jalen Hurts. People are saying the decision-making was bad by throwing to a wide receiver who was open for a touchdown pass. I don't get that concept of it. I mean, listen, I understand Jalen Hurts had a bad game, but the game-winning drive, none of that was his fault. None of that was his fault on the game-winning drive. We got to hold Jalen Reagor accountable. If y'all don't want Jalen Reagor to have balls thrown at him, then say that. Then say that. But to have a guy out there playing a wide receiver position, getting balls thrown at him, and we're saying we shouldn't throw balls at him when he's wide open, that don't make sense to me. That don't make sense to me at all. Dude, it doesn't matter. He threw 3 picks. Well, I mean, that doesn't matter because those 3 picks did not stop him from having a ball in his hand for a game-winning drive. Those 3 picks ain't stopped nothing. It didn't stop the program. The 3 picks did not stop nothing. If anything, what hurt us more than the 3 picks was the Herbig hold and the Greg Ward drop. That hurt us more than the 3 picks. The hold on Herbig and the Greg Ward drop. How many times are we going to, how many touchdown passes are we going to drop? How many touchdown passes are we going to drop? Then you got Seth Joyner, and I like Seth. I really, really like Seth Joyner. You got Seth Joyner saying Jalen Hurts had the worst QBR in the history. A lot of people posting the QBR. It's not, come on. Guys have had QBRs of 0 who are in the Hall of Fame. Guys have, I don't even think the Scott fumble or the 3 interceptions by Jalen Hurts did not cost us more than the caught back touchdown and the drop touchdowns. It's impossible. It's impossible. You lost by 6 and you had 3 touchdowns dropped. The game-winning drive was in the breadbasket. When it was time to be clutch, nobody was clutch. That's what it boils down to. If he doesn't throw the pick, we get 3 at the half and have a chance to tie with a field goal instead of taking a shot for a touchdown. If he doesn't throw the pick right there, you're absolutely right. You do get 3 at the half because that was a 3rd down throw. It wasn't a 4th down throw. He didn't have to force that right there. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right about that. Maybe you send the game to overtime. If Greg Ward don't drop the catch before the pick, then you don't throw the pick. So, I mean, we can talk about if all you want. Bottom Bottom line, he was underthrowing the ball all game. He was throwing interceptions all game. But on a game-winning drive, he put 2 touchdown passes on the money. Walk-offs. On the money. And you know, it hurts. You know what really hurts about those 2 drops? That it was an opportunity for Jalen Reagor to silence his critics. I'm sorry if I'm missing super chats. LT, draft or bust are the bustiest. Yeah, D-Rob, thank you for the super chat. Hurts haters are happy today. Yes, he had a terrible game, but Reagor could have changed all that and plus changed people's opinion on him. He's a bum. That's what hurt me more. That's what hurt me more. What hurt me more was that Jalen Reagor would have had a chance at redemption. But I mean, he would have had a chance at redemption because not only is Jalen Reagor is absolutely doing nothing on the offensive side of the ball. He's doing nothing in special teams. Jalen Reagor isn't doing anything to help this team progress. Nothing. 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 Love him when he's good, hate him when he's bad. Wishy-washy fans, bro. I'm the biggest Hurts fan, and he played bad, but it's still Hurts season. He did play bad. He did play bad. LB, this one on Hurts. How was it on Hurts? Because a couple Twitter nerds are showing y'all a still image of Devontae Smith being open. They showing y'all a still image of Devontae Smith being open. Y'all can't even see the rest of the field where the safety was at. There was a safety over top of Devontae Smith. Y'all can't see the rest of the field. If you look at the play, you see Devontae Smith streaking open. You can see him streaking open. If Jalen Hurts hits him right there, he ain't going to the end zone. He's getting the first down and running out of bounds. And you probably got, 17 seconds left with 3 more shots at the end zone. Cool, I understand that. I understand that. But what are you going to take down 6? Your shot for the touchdown or a first down right there with no timeouts? Devontae Smith might get out of bounds. He might. But Devontae Smith ain't scoring right there. He ain't scoring right there. There was no safety, bruh. Look at the still image. Devontae Smith is waving his hands. Don't even look at the still image. Devontae Smith is waving his hands, streaking open. When he throws the ball to Reagor, you see 3 people in the end zone. Where'd the other guy just teleport? Where was the other guy if it wasn't no safety? One guy's guarding Devontae, one guy's guarding Reagor. Where's the third guy? Over top. The third guy is over top. He would have to be over top. All I know is there's 3 guys in the end zone. I haven't seen the whole all 22 play, but I'm guessing the third guy is a safety. He would have to be over top. Come on. Come on. But you know, the narrative has quickly been changed into, you know, Jalen Reagor not being focused and not dropping the ball. But the narrative has been changed into now Jalen Hurts threw it to the wrong guy. Like, I've never heard that in all professional sports. First, we were saying that he's throwing the ball to her. Somebody told me. Somebody called me and told me that Jalen Reagor underthrew that Jalen Hurts underthrew Jalen Reagor when the ball hit his hands. What? The ball hit his helmet and his hand. Come on. If I throw a rock at your head, your instincts are going to kick in and do that. You might catch the rock. I mean, I don't get it. Safety couldn't cover it, LB. It's on tape. But you said it wasn't no safety, though. So which tape are we looking at? Which tape are we looking at? Come on, bro. Which tape are we looking at? LB, we have to target Smith like he's a number 1. I agree with that. I agree with that. Devontae Smith not getting targets, you know, in those last 2 drives is criminal. It's criminal. But at the end of the day, him not getting targets in the last drive didn't stop us from getting in striking distance. Underthrow, but hit his hand. Come on, bro. I'm not going for it. I'm not going for it. Jalen Hurts was horrible. He was horrible. He was horrible yesterday. But when the game was on the line, he was sharp. He was sharp when the game was on the line. He was on point when the game was on the line. We're not going to sit here and diagnose every time he threw. Listen, the rest of the game aside, the last drive, for all the chips, for the marbles, the last drive, he didn't do nothing that he wasn't supposed to do. Nothing that he wasn't supposed to do. So in my opinion, talking about anything, talking about the fumble, talking about the Herbig holding penalty, talking about the 3 interceptions, don't mean nothing if you got to drive for the game. If he had to throw an interception on a game-winning drive, that's different. That's different. That's different. Y'all ain't complaining about Arcega-Whiteside. What if Arcega-Whiteside let one of them balls? He only caught 2 passes this season. If Arcega-Whiteside drops those passes, y'all saying, why are we throwing Arcega-Whiteside? Come on. Come on. I heard the All-22 show Smith wasn't open and it probably another pick. Listen, I'm waiting for the All-22 on that one, where everybody want to keep saying Devontae Smith was open. I'm waiting for the All-22 on that one. I'm worried about the wide receiver who had his opportunity and didn't seize it. I'm worrying about Jalen Reagor not catching the ball. I'm not worrying about who was open and who wasn't open. Reagor was open, right? Was Jalen Reagor open or not? Was Jalen Reagor open or not? Did Jalen Hurts miss him, overthrow him, underthrow him? Did Jalen Hurts miss him or not? I mean, I don't get it. I don't get it. He threw to an open guy. Perfect passes, bro. Twice. 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 Come on, bro. We talking about he was blanketed, man. Come on, man. Come on. If the ball hits your helmet, then your hand, and you still don't catch it, why does Kenneth Gainwell got better hands than Jalen Reagor? Come on, bro. And then on the second one, he was able to turn, adjust, and high point it. The defense didn't even jump. They didn't even jump with him. It was a fucking rebound at that point. All you had to do is get the rebound. What are we talking about? I can see if Jalen Hurts threw the ball to Kenneth Gainwell in that situation, then that's probably a bad read. Kenneth Gainwell for the game-winning touchdown. That's probably a bad read. But Jalen Reagor was in position to change the narrative around his name, and he didn't do it. He didn't do it. This was a bad game by Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts should have not turned the ball over as much as he did. He should have not been keying in on wide receivers as much as he did. Then we probably wouldn't even have been in that situation to put the game in the hands of a guy like Jalen Reagor who does nothing. But there is no excuse for dropping those touchdown passes. I don't care what you say. I don't care who you are. You ain't about to spin that narrative on me. D-Lo, thank you for the super chat. Why didn't they show a replay of the interception where Quez got held? That was crazy. That's the same thing I said. 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 People are saying that the loss is on Jalen Hurts because he threw 3 interceptions. The loss only goes on Jalen Hurts' shoulders if he throw an interception on the game-winning drive. On the game-winning drive. It don't matter if you go 0 for 16 in the basketball game. You don't hit a shot. You got 8 turnovers. You're a liability. But if you down 1 and you get 5, you down 1 and you get fouled, it's your job to hit them 2 free throws with 2 seconds left. You could have been trashed the whole game. It's your job to go out there and make it right. Lock in. Arcega-Whiteside deserve more reps than Jalen Reagor, man. Arcega-Whiteside deserve more reps than Jalen Reagor, man. Lamar still won. Exactly. It could be done. It could be done, man. This ain't the first time we saw a quarterback throw 3 interceptions and win the game. It's been done. Now, we didn't win, obviously, but it happens every year. Every week, every year it happens. Every week and every year it happens. So throwing an interception early in the game don't mean you can't bounce back from it. Don't mean you can't bounce back from it. He was on his way to bouncing back. On his way to bouncing back and breaking the Giants' heart. Like I said, the coaching and the game plan wasn't bad at all in this game. The decision-making by Hurts early in the game was bad. The turnovers were bad. 4 total turnovers. Crucial, critical penalties. Critical penalties. You know what I mean? When Kelsey went out the game. Critical penalties. Like 5 QBs had 3 interceptions this week. I don't even know if Rager got to go. I don't like to come for nobody's job. I don't like to say stuff like that. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, man, at the end of the day, you're not fielding punts correctly. Every time you let a punt go over your head, we start a drive in the 5. For some reason, the punt just don't go in the end zone when you back there. You're indecisive when you are running the ball back on the punt. You don't know if you want to burst through the hole. You don't know if you want to go to the outside. I don't understand it. It's like you're only comfortable catching the pass behind the line of scrimmage. But then when you catch that pass, you don't make nobody miss. So the drive is basically dead. The drive is dead. We're starting off on 1st and 10. Now it's 2nd and 14 because we threw a bubble screen on 1st down to Jalen Rager. What's wrong with saying that we should move on from Rager? I'm not saying nothing wrong with it, but it ain't going to happen. It's not going to happen. Jalen Rager didn't accept his part. He threw his people under the bus. That's the way I'm looking at it. But he did go up there and own up to it. He sounded like he's ready to move on from it. I would too. But when your number called upon, he had like a practice squad guarding him. It's the first game he was even able to get separation in weeks, honestly. It was the first game in weeks he was able to get separation. Bad games like Jalen Hurts had today, those games are not going to keep happening. So I'm not concerned. I don't think he regressed. He just had a bad week. It happens. It happens. He just had a bad week. Such a bad game yesterday, bro. Tough one. It was a tough one, Mike. Shout out to God Philly Mike. We didn't get to do GOAT Talk, man. Something going on with my laptop, man. I'm getting it looked at today. Hopefully we can lock in this week and get to talking about, what we had going on. These bad weeks piling up. You see? I gotta take that, bro. I gotta take that, Rich, bro. I gotta take that, man. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. You get it back next week. You get that back next week. I gotta take that back, man. What are we doing? What are we doing? We just won 3 out of the last 4, and the bad weeks are piling up. We was the hottest team in the league until we took that loss. Hey, take that, Ill to Don. Ills to Don. What are we talking about? We're not going to spin the narrative here. We're not going to spin the narrative here. There have already been countless guys. Countless guys who could not wait for this game. Everybody has been waiting for this game. Certain Eagles YouTubers, certain guys in the media, guys on Twitter, they've been waiting for this type of game from Jalen Hurts so they can say that they told us so. But I just know it's just a bad game. It's a bad game. It's a bad game. Now the bad weeks are piling up. The bad weeks are piling up. Come on, the whole fan base was just riding the man. Was saddling up. The whole fan base was saddling up until yesterday. The whole fan base was saddling up until yesterday. Come on, bro. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. LB, are we getting Pats versus Bucks Super Bowl? Hell no. LB took a man's wrench because he didn't agree. I'm dead. You must have just logged on. I didn't take his wrench because I don't agree. I don't do stuff like that. But you be trying to spin a narrative too on the way that I do things. I be peeping. I don't take nobody's wrench. I took his wrench because he said the bad weeks are piling up, which is false. We just won 3 out of the last 4. Philly looking at the Jets as a rebound, no cap. You can't look at nobody as a rebound. You got to go out there. You got to go out there and take care of your business. Rome, what's up, Rome? I didn't get too excited because I know Jalen needs to win with his arm. It's going to have to happen. It's going to have to happen. It's going to have to happen. He's going to have to win with his arm. Take that, Joshua. I got you. So you don't agree? No, listen, if you tell me the bad weeks are piling up, then you telling me the sky is black. I don't think anybody should agree with that because this is false. It wasn't an opinion. It was false. It was false. How are the bad weeks piling up? Nobody was praising this man about leading the NFL in QBR the last month of football. Nobody was doing it. Everybody was just sitting and waiting for this game. Sitting and waiting for the next loss to say it's on him. I got you. What's the difference? The difference in what? The difference in winning 3 out of the last 4 and saying the bad weeks are piling up. You tell me what the difference is. Joseph Hudson, thanks for the super chat. Can't play special teams, can't consistently catch the ball, can't line up at running back. Maybe time to bench Reagor. And you know, I thought, and I just made a video about this before the game. I talked about his role. Specifically, I brought him up. Less than 4 hours before kickoff yesterday. I specifically brought him up. I said, what do you do with him? Put him in a Deebo Samuel's role. Put him somewhere that he could do something. I specifically talked about this dude, and he's the one to drop 2 touchdown passes. Bro, these Eagles fans are literally brain dead. A bunch of Hurts haters. After he just won us a bunch of games and Reagor dropping those touchdowns. Let me get back to that. After he won us a bunch of games and Reagor dropping those Reagor drops were crazy. I agree, man. I agree, Lennox. I agree, man. Not that the fan base is brain dead, because everybody's entitled to their opinion. But I'm all about keeping it facts here. I'm all about keeping it facts here. Every time I say Jalen Hurts had a bad game, people want to tell me that I don't want to keep it real about him. What more do you want me to say? He had a bad game and we should all go throw eggs at his house? Like, come on, bro. He had a bad game. Him turning the ball over like this is an anomaly. He doesn't throw interceptions like that. He doesn't throw interceptions like that. He had a bad game. He had a bad game. And he was a part of the losing, just as the rest of the offense was. But when it was time to be clutch, who was clutch? Number 1, without no timeouts, getting you in striking distance. When it was time to be clutch, he was the only one. Think about it, though. Really think about this, though. Really think about this, though. Jalen Hurts has been on big stages before. National championships, stuff like that. Jalen Hurts has done stuff like that before. So has Devontae Smith. So is Devontae Smith. Who else on our offense has been in a situation like that? Who else on our offense has been in a situation like that? Nobody. Not Jalen Reagor, not Dallas Goedert. So honestly, it does make sense for the coach to go and draw up some. We got the Heisman winner who's been at the highest of the highest in college football. So I am kind of confused as to why Nick Sirianni didn't make Devontae Smith the first read on some of those plays. I'm kind of confused about that, to be honest. Because when you're talking about guys who really going to go out there and get it done, it got to be Jalen and Devontae, for real. Kevo, man, thanks for the super chat. Smitty went to Nick about wanting the ball on the last drive, and Nick said it wasn't good for the look they were given, having to beg for the ball. Pharaoh, what's going on, LB? I don't know how to deal with some of these bozos. God bless my boy. I don't know, man. Dallas played in big games in college. Okay. All right. What conference? Tell us the big games. This definitely was the Giants Super Bowl. They ain't got nothing else to look forward to. They can go ahead and wrap it up. 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 LB, I want you to honestly answer this question. Does Jalen Hurts have a strong arm? I don't think Jalen Hurts has a weak arm. I think Jalen Hurts has a timing issue on a deep ball. I think he has a hell of a strong arm. I think he got a strong arm. I just think that he putting too much air on a deep ball. He got to really power through on those deep passes. He got to really, like, I want to see him overthrowing motherfuckers at this point. Excuse my language. I want to see him overthrowing people. Please overthrow people. Overthrow somebody, because overthrows don't really turn into interceptions. I don't know what it is. It's like when it's not much on the line, his deep ball look lazy. But when he's in a must-have it situation, or when he's or when it's just looking like when he hit Quez, that was like a 40-yard pass, 45-yard pass. When he hits Quez in the hands and stride, it's a good pass. I don't know. When he hit Quez for 91, against San Fran. It was a good pass. It's just sometimey, bro. We need consistency on the deep ball. I will say that. Hurts' biggest issue was throwing with time, and that's all. Yeah, and anticipation as well. If you know your man about to run an out route, you don't gotta wait for him to break all the time for him to throw the out route. Listen, Drew Brees, his last 5 years, Peyton Manning, his last 5 years, really didn't have that much power on the ball. They had timing down pat. They knew when to release the ball. You know what I mean? They knew when to release the ball. But at the end of the day, man, like I said, man, the game was winnable. The game was on the line. And, you know, Jalen Reagor had a duty, man. He had a duty to go up there and catch the ball. It wasn't even a contested catch. I mean, it wasn't even a contested catch. What are we doing here? What is this? What is this? What is this? Going out of your way to say that he shouldn't have threw the ball to Jalen Reagor. I mean, don't be mad at him then. If you feel like he shouldn't have threw the ball to Jalen Reagor on that drive in those two situations, be mad at Howie Roseman and the coaches for starting him. Won't you start a petition and say you don't want Jalen Hurts on the field? Jalen Reagor on the field. Because as long as he's on the field, there's a high chance he's going to get a target. And then the other interception that Jalen Hurts threw. See, if I was Jalen Hurts, honestly, I think Jalen Hurts believes in Jalen Reagor more than Jalen Reagor believes in himself. The second interception, or was it the first one? The first interception that Jalen Hurts threw. Jalen Reagor didn't even finish his break towards the ball. He already stopped and gave up. He didn't fight or nothing. He didn't fight or nothing. He didn't fight. He just let the defender take the ball. Dropping the game winner is one thing, but he got a second chance and dropped that too. That's wild. That's my whole point, man. My whole point is this. As bad as Jalen Hurts played, the team was in the game with a chance to win it, the ball in our hand. We didn't need it. And you know what's so crazy? After Boston Scott fumbled, quick 3 and out by the Eagles. Got the ball back. Quick 3 and out. Got the ball back. And still had time to finish these dudes. One interception was toward Quez. That's when Quez was hurt. Quez was held. Quez was held on that one. Yeah, maybe I'm thinking of Quez. Quez didn't fight towards the ball then. Activate Fulgham, sit Jalen. I don't think Fulgham is on the roster. I don't think Fulgham is on the roster. LB, don't forget Ward dropped the touchdown pass. I'm not forgetting. That's Ward's second one. That's Ward's second touchdown pass that he dropped. Second touchdown pass that he dropped. Let's talk about the drop touchdown passes of the season. Jalen Reagor got 2 so far. Greg Ward got 2. Zach Ertz got 1. Dallas Goedert got 1. It got to be some more. I'm just talking about drops. I'm not talking about the ones that's been called back. It got to be some more. I thought we picked up his waiver. I don't know. I don't know if we picked up his waiver or not. I thought he was on another roster. It's safe to say that we'll be drafting a wide receiver second round this year. Quez got to drop. You're right. Quez got to drop. So where we at? Where we at? Reagor 2, Ward 2, Quez 1, Dallas Goedert. I think Dallas Goedert got 2. We like got 7 drops already for touchdown. Yeah, Fulgham is in Miami. Yeah, we better get this right because I'm not playing the cover-up game next season. We got 3 first-round picks. Get it right. This game isn't on Hurts. Not a big Hurts guy. I'm pissed he didn't throw to Smith wide open. Can't wait for the all-22. I can't wait for the all-22 either because I know it was a safety over there because I can count. I can count. All you got to do is look at the video. Everybody passing me the video, but people really don't know what they're looking at. People really don't know what they're looking at. If Smith was open, he was open probably for the first down. But all the time he was waving his hand, you don't think the safety was right there looking? Hoping Jalen Hurts throw that ball so he can make a break on it? Come on. And it could be possible that Jalen Hurts was using Smith is bait to manipulate the safety to get Reagor a clean one-on-one opportunity for a game-winning catch. Because I'm sure experts would have broke the film down that way. Look at him use his eyes to look off the safety, and Reagor comes down with it. Now that Reagor don't come down with it, he should have threw it to the other guy. Stop it, man. Stop it. I can see if he overthrew him. I can say if he threw a pick. I can say if he threw a bad pass to Reagor. Then I'm saying, damn, why would you go there? But look at the thumbnail. Reagor got 2 hands on the ball. 2 hands on the ball, man. It's a crying shame. Donnell Shipley, thank you for the super chat. Glad we seeing what's going on with Reagor and Jefferson. So hopefully we don't miss again on the draft. I'm done talking about Jefferson. I'm done talking about DK Metcalf. The facts of the matter is this. They not on our roster. We got Jalen Reagor, Arcega-Whiteside, and Greg Ward. Arcega-Whiteside better than Jalen Reagor, man. I'm sorry. He is. He is. Give Arcega-Whiteside some touches, man. Give him some touches. Richard Henney, Smith was open on the last drive. Thank you for the super chat, man. Thank you. I'm not even up. I'm going to wait for the all-22. I'm going to wait for the all-22, man. I'm going to wait for the all-22. Y'all don't even see the end zone on the film, though. You don't think it was a safety over top? Y'all don't, I mean... Notice how we stopped running the ball after Kelce went out. I don't think we stopped running the ball after Kelce went out because Boston Scott, took one to the house, but Kelce's replacement, Herbig, got called on a holding call. I'm more concerned with Jalen Reagor dropping the ball and the health of Miles Sanders. I'm more concerned about those things right now because Miles Sanders was averaging 7 yards a carry, and then he just didn't get back on the field. He didn't get back on the field. He just didn't get back on the field. I don't know if Miles Sanders is hurt. I don't know what the situation is with Miles Sanders. We need the all-22 drop today. We do. I would like to see the all-22 drop. Because look. Everybody has seen the replay of Smith being open. Everybody. Look at the tape again. Smith is open. He got like 5-6 yards of separation from the guy that's behind him. Look at when he throws the ball to Reagor and look at everybody on that side of the field with Smith. It's 2 guys over there. The safety was lurking. The safety was lurking. Who got hit in the helmet with the ball? Jalen Reagor? Baldy gonna break it down perfectly. I can't wait to see it. I'll admit that Hurts does tend to get picked off by safeties. It's an arm strength issue. We need to talk about that. It probably is an arm strength issue if you're getting picked off by safeties. It's a high chance that that's the case. Because if you're having an arm strength issue, if you're throwing the ball 35 yards and you don't got enough zip on the ball, a safety could undercut that ball if the ball ain't moving at the right speed. You know what I mean? Kara, don't say that, Kara. Don't say if your hand touched the ball because we don't believe that in Philly. I'd rather have Whiteside on the field and bench Reagor. Richard, I agree with that, man. I agree with that. Do you fire Sirianni after this year? Nah, I don't fire Sirianni after this year. Sirianni has been flawless the last 5 weeks of football, in my opinion. He's been calling a winning game plan the last 5 weeks of football. And Gannon wasn't bad either. This has nothing to do with the coaches. The players didn't step up this week. We should definitely draft Garrett Wilson, Ohio State. He is a true deep threat. He is what Jalen Reagor supposed to be. The Philadelphia Eagles can't draft another wide receiver. They don't know how to evaluate the talent. Devontae Smith fell in our laps, man. It's a no-brainer. He's a Heisman guy. We need to trade for a veteran. We need to trade for Allen Robinson. We need to trade for Allen Robinson. We don't need to waste a draft pick on a wide receiver. Devontae was open for 1 second and the safety jumped toward Devontae. Hurts red right. I'm telling you, I can't wait for the all-22 to come out. Everybody's texting me, Devontae Smith was open. Devontae Smith was open. He wasn't open. Just because he's slamming his helmet and being mad that he didn't get the ball, he wasn't open. He was open. If you throw it immediately, he's open. But he gets tackled in bounds probably. He gets tackled in bounds. Come on, man. I'm not mad at no decision making on the game-winning drive. How can you be mad? How can you be mad if your guy throws 2 touchdown passes that's dropped? How can you be mad? How can you be mad? How can you be mad? How can you say he should have went somewhere else? It don't even make sense. What about Derek Stingley, a DB in the first round? I'm not really on to the draft right now, but I'm not really looking at a defensive back in the first round. I'm looking at an edge rusher, or I'm looking at a dominant edge rusher or a dominant linebacker. You can't release Reagor. Release Reagor if you want. You're gonna have to eat like what, 18 M's? Reagor, Ben Trash, LB, bring Hightower off the practice squad. What is Hightower going to give you this late in the season? Nothing. You can't expect the guy to come off the practice squad and automatically start contributing. That's not how it works. I don't care if Smith was open, Reagor was open too, and he's a first-round bum. God, I hate this pick to this day. Yeah, they both was open. Cowboys head coach has COVID. I wish him a speedy recovery. I caught a stray earlier, LB. I was talking about Reagor's bad game piling up. Can I get my wrench back? My bad, man. My bad. I thought you was talking about the bad game piling up. Hey, Rome, DM me that, Rome. DM me that Baldy breakdown. Oftentimes, LB, the safety is sitting there baiting the quarterback. I know that's what was happening. I know. Listen, I know. You don't have to tell me. It's just unpopular when I say it because I'm quote unquote a fan of Jalen Hurts. It's unpopular. If I say anything other than Jalen Hurts is trash, I'm taking up for the guy. If I say anything other than maybe throwing to Devontae Smith wasn't the best decision on that play, yeah, it looked open from our vantage point, but you can't even see the back of the end zone, and I guarantee you it was a safety there. I guarantee it. If I say anything other than what the masses say, this is what happens. Every single time. But I tell you what, the last 3 weeks it was quiet as hell. Hater free. Hater free. Now y'all back. Y'all back to feeling good about yourselves. Y'all back to feeling good about yourselves. And this is the thing for real, man. I'm not even really, to be 100% honest, I'm not even really that much mad at the game. I'm not that much mad at the game. Because there's a lot of games left, and I think we're going to do way more winning than we do losing this last half of the season. This was the smack-up call we needed for real. We needed to get slapped in the mouth. Because our short, sweet success that we've been experiencing, you know what I'm saying? It's okay to get smacked in the mouth for a young team right now. It's okay to go through these ups and downs. It's what happens. It's what happens. But boy, I tell you what, we missed a golden opportunity by not getting the dub and the Cowboys losing on Thanksgiving. We missed a golden opportunity, man. A golden opportunity. And y'all didn't want Jalen Reagor to get the balls thrown to him. But I tell you this, how does he get in y'all good graces? How does he get confidence in himself? Whether y'all like him or not, he's a wide receiver that gets significant playing time on his roster. A wide receiver that gets playing time. How do y'all want him to? How do y'all want him to move forward? Y'all don't want him to build no confidence. Watching Reagor return punts remind me of Reno Mahe. Man, Reno Mahe was better. Got the end zone angle. Even though all 22 don't come out tomorrow, I'm gonna send it to you. Oh, you got the end zone angle? Was it a safety there, Mike? Reagor would have been a legend if he caught one of those. That's what I'm saying. If Reagor would have caught one of those touchdown passes, Reagor would have been praised all week. Who knows where his confidence would have been? Reagor would have been praised all week if he would have caught one of those touchdown passes. All week. All week. Period. He would have been the hero. And you got to make that name for yourself. Nobody cared about Boston Scott until he became the Giant Killer. You got to make that name. You got to go out there and put in that work if you want that name. You got to go out there and put in that work. You can't, the moment can't be too big for you, man. The moment can't be too big for you in them type of situations. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, man. He catch that. You on the goal line. Listen, if he catch that, bro, I think if he catch it, he just backs into the end zone and scores on the second one. Heard he was making them type of catches in practice. Well, maybe the Giants should have came out in some practice shorts. Maybe he would have felt more comfortable. But that was the game. That was the game. That was the game. I don't know what's going on. Mentally, I don't know if he's ready. I don't know if he's there mentally. But it is what it is, man. We know what happened, man. We know what happened. 2 drops. 2 drops. By a guy who gets enough playing time and enough reps to be comfortable in them situations. He gotta make them catches, man, period. Saying anything other than that is ludicrous. I don't give a damn who else was open on the play. He got to make them catches. He got to make them catches. So stop telling me Devontae Smith was open. Stop telling me that he should have went to Devontae Smith. He should have went to whoever was open. He should have went to whoever was open. Period. It touches your hands, you have to catch it. That's the bottom line, man. That's the facts. That's the facts. He can't make them catches. I mean, look at his college tape. Catches before. And the second one, dog, I could make the second one. It was uncontested. All you got to do is have hand-eye coordination. He's a wide receiver in the National Football League. The first one might have been tough. Over the head catch. You got to make that too as a wide receiver in the NFL. Same situation, bro. In that same situation. Look at the thumbnail. Nobody even jumped with him. It wasn't a crowd of dudes jumping, smacking the ball away. Ball hit him in his hands, man. Ball hit him in his hands. Not even touched. He folded under the pressure, bottom line. You been on Madden lately, LB? Of course. I run one at least once a day. Lamar had 4 interceptions and 1 because he had super weapons. I mean, it is what it is, man. We're going to see, man. We're going to see. I'm going to try and get my hands on this all-22 film so we could talk about that in our video, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to y'all, man. You know what I mean? My guy Jeremiah Butler, man, thanks for the super chat. LOL, it's funny how this Monday hurt stunk to high heaven. Herbert was piss water. Boston fumbled. Defense was and all we can talk about is Rager and it's warranted. Yeah, I mean, I don't even think the defense was bad. Philly the podcast. Let's run the game. LB, Mr. Castro 904. I got Xbox. I don't got PlayStation. Everybody wants to DM me. Oh, we got to get you on PlayStation, LB. I got Xbox. I'm an Xbox player. I don't like the PlayStation 5 controller. I don't like it. I don't. I'm an Xbox player. And I'll smoke anybody boots. Anybody boots. All I do is play. I got the Call of Duty Vanguard. I play Warzone. I play the Vanguard joint. And I play Madden. That's it. I don't play 2K. I don't play none of them. I don't play none of them funny style games. I'm not out here trying to earn VC to make my player better. I'm not doing none of that. I'm going online and I'm jacking in and I'm taking heads off. That's all I do. That's all I do. You play with Philly on Madden. I never played with no other team in my life. I never played with no other team. Are you kidding me? I never played with no other team. My gamer tag, Lord Brunson 883. I don't play with no other team. That be y'all running to the Chiefs because Patrick Mahomes got the cheetah so y'all can throw a deep ball. Running to the Ravens so y'all can scramble with Lamar. That be y'all. That be y'all. I went on a 30-game winning streak online with the Eagles and Jalen Hurts. I play Xbox. I don't play PlayStation. I should be ranked, but I don't like how Madden don't put the win-loss record up there. I'm not playing Philly versus Philly. I don't play against the same team. If I'm picking the... Listen, if you play me, you better go get a secondary team because I'm playing against the Eagles. Lord Brunson 883. Brunson is BRUNSON. I'm going to end that streak ASAP. The streak already got ended. That was just one of my recent ones. Like a little two-game, three. You got Xbox One? I don't know. Let's tap in. I'm ranked top 1,000. I also got to play with the Eagles. All right, man. I'm going to get this all 22 film. I know you're going to play with Baltimore, Rome. That's what y'all do. That's what y'all kids do. They like to scramble. But when I put a QB spy on and start picking that off, go ahead. Play. I like when people play with Baltimore. When Deshaun went to the Rams, the whole internet was playing with the Rams. I was smoking them. I was destroying the Rams. All I do is play online. I got one controller. All right, man, I'm going to get this all 22 film together, and we're going to talk about it. I want to know if Devontae Smith was really open on that last play. I got a theory that it was a safety over the top. I don't know, man. Mike said he was going to send it to me. My guy, Philly Mike, we're going to see. But, yeah, man, this is my synopsis on the last drive. You know, official video coming later on today, man. Shout out to y'all, man. Listen, I love y'all, man. Thank y'all for tapping in Lunchtime with the Bullies. It was a real heartbreaking loss, but we on to the Jets now at this point. Nothing you could do.